Hello, everybody. I hope this is going live. I don't know if we are live, but it looks like we are. So let me just double check real quick. Here we go. All right, Chelsea Colley here. I just wanted to go live while I can. And I wanted to do a video and just overview a lot of different things that are happening right now. Seems like there's a lot of things that are coming out and a lot of things that are being exposed when it comes to this kiddie porn thing that came out with Balenciaga, and also with this Project Veritas video that came out today. Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay, so yeah, the video from Project Veritas that came out today, definitely go check it out if you haven't got the chance yet. It was posted today, and I know it's already well over 80,000 views just in one day, and well over 1 million hits on Twitter now that Elon Musk has reinstated Project Veritas's account. So lots of good stuff, lots of good things happening. You know, it's sad, and it's really hard to watch. It's really hard to believe that this is actually going on, not just in my state, but in my city where I live. It's really hard pill to swallow, but it's the necessary truth that has to get out there. So this Project Veritas video, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about a little bit about the Balenciaga, and I want to show you an article on Lotta Volkova, who is this ugly chick, which Snopes says this is not her. But when you look at all of her pictures, it looks exactly like that. So what I'm wondering is, could Snopes be lying to us? We'll take a look at that and we will find out, won't we? So yeah, we're going to talk about who is this chick, Lotta Volkova, the chief design officer for Balenciaga and Adidas. Pure evil. Pure evil. I've seen some of the stuff that she's posted on Instagram and other places, and I'm going to share some of that. So this will be the real test, I mean, to see if this video stays up. I hope it does. Other people have covered this information on YouTube, and their information is up on YouTube. So I really hope I get to keep my channel, but hopefully this stays up. I mean, it's in the news. It's literally in the news. And all I'm going to be doing is just reading an article. So I'm going to post this here. You know, I was thinking maybe I should do this on Rumble, but it's out. It's out in the news. So why can't we talk about it? So I wanted to talk about, you know, like the Project Veritas thing, Balenciaga thing, Lotta Volkova. The other thing that's happening right now, there's kind of a Supreme Court standoff, and I wanted to go over that quickly and just give a quick explanation on that. So first of all, as far as the Project Veritas video, I can share like just a couple little clippets, and so you can have a little taste if you haven't seen it yet.
¿Cuántos hombres ella te obligó a estar con cuántos hombres? Bueno, con muchos, porque no me gustaba lo que me obligaban. ¿Ella de verdad era tu tía o fue alguien que se...
I don't believe that this is something that HHS wants people to know.
So that was one where the girl was saying that this woman who was claiming to be her aunt, but she didn't know her from before, was forcing her to have sex with men. This girl was 16 years old and said she didn't like it.
Unaccompanied are from Guatemala.
Why is that?
Well, I believe they're easier to exploit.
¿Cuál es tu apellido? No sabe. ¿Cuántos años tienes? Tu papi está muerto. ¿Dónde está tu mami? ¿Verdad? For men. ¿De dónde eres? Con Guatemala. Papá, ¿qué más? ¿Pero la niña está sola en el apartamento? No. ¿Con quién? ¿Con su papi? No, están unos muchachos. ¿Cuántos viven en tu casa? Seis. ¿Todos hombres? ¿Y dónde está tu mami?
Anda en Guatemala.
¿Lo dejaron pasar o qué pasó?
Lo dejaron pasar.
These sponsors fill out a federal form. So federal documentation, that also is criminal.
We don't know if the U.S. Attorney's Office in Texas knows about this.
Right.
They probably don't.
I think most people don't know. They have no idea that children are going to unrelated people. That children are definitely, we have proof, evidence that they're being recruited and transported. They're then in debt bondage.
Okay, obviamente que tengo que pagar. Tienes que pagar la deuda. ¿Cuánto que debes?
Me falta 18.
$18,000.
No, que sale.
¿Qué sale? 18,000, ¿qué sale?
We know that children have been.
So basically, they are saying that the kids can only be held for like up to 14 days. So it's not a let's find a safe place for the kids to go thing. It's a hurry up and get them out of our custody thing. And these people that fill out these application, these actual they're putting false information. Like she said that there was one application where this man applied for a child at one address and then he applied for another child at a different address. She was saying at one place there was like 45 children in one place, and another place there was 24 children in one place. This is happening in Texas cities. And this girl, that 16-year-old girl that's been forced to be with all these men, says that she's going to have to work off her debt before they will let her go. And something about she has to work off like $18,000 or 18,000 something. I don't know what monetary, like it was, I'm not sure what, it wasn't dollars, it was something else, but this is actually happening now. And it's infuriating. It's really sickening and it's really saddening. And I've noticed there's a lot more people on the street that are begging for money. And it seems like, because I've talked to some of these people, seems like there are a lot of people from Guatemala. And there are people that are using children and going and parking at certain corners, like in crowded shopping markets in Austin, and they go and they take their kids and they set up shop and they just sat there and they beg for money all day. So it's honestly, it's really, really sad. And I guess this video was for Texas, and the next video that they release, which I believe is going to be tomorrow, is going to be for Florida, for stuff that's happening in Florida. So I encourage you to watch the 12-minute video, share it, start getting it out there. And then as far as Balenciaga, that is just a whole ordeal. So I think you guys kind of know like an overview of what happened. They had these mild kiddie porn ads, which had young children with these plush bears that had bondage, like leather BDSM bondage stuff on it. We've seen some of the pictures. I'm not going to share those pictures again, but I do want to share this article because it looks like this is like the chief designer that's behind it. And let's see here. Okay. So yeah, apparently, if you can see my screen, this is Lotta Volkova. Okay. And this is her. 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 But if you go to Snopes, it says, no, this isn't a real photo of Balenciaga stylist Lotta Volkova. No, this is not her. Even though these other pictures look just like her. And this one right next to her looks just like her. This is the same person, but Snopes is lying. And Snopes is saying, no, this is not a real photo of Balenciaga stylist Lotta Volkova. Where do we report the fact checkers for lying about the facts? That's what I want to know. So let me show you this article. Lotta Volkova, the devil styles Balenciaga. So this is her. And this is her, although Snopes says it's not her. So if you have, maybe you have family members that like always send you, oh no, that's not true. And they'll say that was disproven on Snopes. Why don't you send them this and say, hey, why is Snopes actually lying? Lying. Look at this. Lying. It says, no, this isn't a real photo of Balenciaga stylist Lotta Volkova. That's her. If it's not her, it looks exactly like her. It's maybe her twin sister. So these are some of the things that she has posted on her Instagram. This is marked as sensitive content. That's weird. When I pulled it up earlier, it had all the links to all the different pictures in there. I do have some pictures on my phone though. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and share the link to this in the comments, the link to this article, and you can look at it yourself. This is one of the things she shared on her Instagram. So demonic. Not okay. And a murder scene in a child's bedroom. With an Adidas bag right there. Here's what I say. I say we burn all of our Adidas. I'm not about canceling companies, but this is outrageous. This is absolutely outrageous that any company would allow such a horrific, evil, disgusting, vile person to manage any of their campaigns, especially with children in it. This is one more thing that she's posted, and this one really got me. Let me just cover her face because I don't want her face to be on here. This is something she posted to her Instagram. This is a young child covered in tape with headphones on. I wonder what they're making her listen to. So there's something seriously, seriously wrong here, and it's not okay. It's not going to happen anymore. Actually, Kim Kardashian released a statement about it, and she's basically brushed it off. Let me read you exactly what Kim Kardashian said. Give me a second just to find it. Here we go. So Kim Kardashian says, I have been quiet for the past few days, not because I haven't been disgusted and outraged by the recent Balenciaga campaigns, but because I wanted an opportunity to speak to their team to understand for myself how this could have happened. As a mother of 4, I have been shaken by the disturbing images. The safety of children must be held with the highest regard, and any attempts to normalize child abuse of any kind should have no place in our society, period. I appreciate Balenciaga's removal of the campaigns and apology. In speaking with them, I believe they understand the seriousness of the issue and will take the necessary measures for this never to happen again. As for my future with Balenciaga, I am currently reevaluating my relationship. So it's just sickening. And she's not ending her relationship with Balenciaga. And she says that she thinks they learned their lesson, and she's thankful for the apology. They didn't apologize for anything. The only thing they apologized for was for the plush bears. So it's not right. Actually, Bethany Frankel came out and said that all of the celebrities are remaining quiet and they're not getting into this. So I'm glad to see Bethany Frankel is at least speaking out on this. I haven't seen any other celebrities speak out except of course for Kanye. Which, do I have one of Kanye? Here we go.
This looks all the way wrong.
Now, Kanye West has commented, of course, because he had his ties with Balenciaga as well. Here's what he had to say.
The world saw it, and no one's saying anything. You know, as far as like none of the celebrities, so this just shows you all celebrities are controlled. You don't see no celebrities talking about the Balenciaga situation, right? So that just shows you all of these celebrities out here don't let them influence you in any way, because they're controlled by the people who really influence the world. There's no such thing as a celebrity influencer. All these people, they're not serving God. If they serve God, then believe what they're talking about.
All right, so that was well,
So yeah, everything is coming to a head. More stuff to be released on Project Veritas tomorrow. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court has a decision to make. The Supreme Court has taken the Brunson brothers case, and it's basically saying that we are entitled to the 10-day review to make sure that this is a free and fair election, referring to the 2020. And we were entitled to that back before January 6th, 2021, right? And then they went ahead, they voted to certify the election anyway. So they didn't do the 10-day review, which was required by law. And the people who voted to push it through, despite it not having the 10-day review, could be convicted of treason. And even though this is on the Supreme Court's, they have taken this case. The Supreme Court has taken this case. It's not even being covered in the media. Dead silence. I don't think you can find much out there on it, except for on truther channels and stuff like that, interviews that 107's doing, stuff like that. But this is actually a real possible way that this could happen. And either they can vote to decertify it, which in that case, all like 350 people, which would be all of the Democrats and at least half of the Republicans, would be arrested and potentially convicted of treason for allowing this foreign entity to take over our country. So God bring justice. And I pray if this doesn't go through with the Supreme Court, here's what I say we do. If this doesn't go through with the Supreme Court and they give us our country back and give us our president back, then I say that we all start publicly asking for military intervention. If the Supreme Court is not going to do their job, then we need to ask for the military to step in. If you have hundreds of thousands of people starting channels asking, where you at, military? If you're doing something, you need to tell us, because we need you. Our country's being taken. There's being mass genocide hoisted upon our people. Where are you at, military? Are you actually doing anything? Can you show us that you're doing something? If this doesn't go through with the Supreme Court, I say we start asking for military intervention. And I will do that. And I hope it does go forward, because there are some possibilities of big things that could happen, of ways that this could move forward and different ways that this could go if the Supreme Court does the right thing. So if not, I say, then we just start asking. And there's one other thing that I want to show you. And this is why we just don't take things lightly. This is why we don't mess around when it comes to kids. This is why if you post something so damning, so disgusting, so vile, you should hurry up and delete it, especially when this Balenciaga stuff comes out, because I'm talking to the person who posted this and I shared it. It's still live. So if you go to my profile on Facebook, this was someone who was previously a friend of mine, someone who was a model, who is a model, who recruits other models. And this is what I'm talking about. This right here. This person, Vilma Billine, is a self-proclaimed celebrity model. She's someone who comes in and out of these networker, influencer events. And she's a model. She developed her own line of clothing. But this is her art. Like, these are her pictures. And they do some pretty cool shoots and stuff. But look what she started with. Look at this. This child, I can see there's something here. Is something red or a bruise? So this child is bruised and passed out face down. And this is supposed to be funny for her. She thinks this is art. She thinks this is funny. This child looks like she's maybe 2 years old, if that, maybe. And let's see. Here we go. This is what she wrote. The thing I love most about working with everyday women, they forget about their problems for that moment. They're so focused on that dress or makeup or other supportive women that they almost become part of the world for that period of time as they become that warrior or that princess. As if they become that little girl again. Society tells us we can't do certain things after a certain age, but I'm a rebel, so I say screw it. I'm a rebel and I say screw it, and she puts this picture first. What kind of sick fuck, pardon my French, would do that? Okay, so I shared this. I said this first picture really reminds me of the Balenciaga photo shoot. This woman calls this art, very inappropriate, and due to her words that she used in her post, saying, I'm a rebel, so I say fuck it, LOL. I don't think it was unintentional. After I saw this, I unfriended her. How about this? No more kids who look passed out, face down in photo shoots. Stop it. Just stop it. So it's time that we stop this. Like, it's not funny. It's not art. It's not cute. It's not cool to post videos of hurting kids or taping up kids. Or I've seen pictures where they have like a bottle taped to the wall and the child can't get to the bottle, and people think that is funny. No, that's not funny. It's not a joke, and it's not fucking art. They're children, and we're not going to take it anymore. Mama bears are rising everywhere, and it is not okay, ever okay, to use children in this way. Children are the fruit of life. Children are our future. Children should be respected and loved and cherished and honored and kept sacred. And we need to look out for the children. And if you see this happening and you see people laughing and joking and making jokes, or other people commenting on her post saying, oh, I love this so much, I can't love this enough. These people are not seeing it. Like, wake up. This is not okay. So this is the dangers of child art. And I just wanted to point that out. And I hope she deletes it. I don't know. But there's got to be something there, you know? someone just doesn't post that and like they're completely innocent. This seems very nefarious. So that's why I wanted to expose it. So sorry, this is such a heavy, disgusting, vile message. But it's very important that we expose this evil that's going on because we can't have it anymore. And this will have no place in our future society. This disrespect, abuse, and kiddie porn and child art where children are passed out and face down, this has no place in our future. And it stops now.